got to talk about the craziness that's going on in Chapel Hill right now with Bill Belichick and Jordon Hudson as it relates to that CBS Sunday morning interview. So you've had people asking for, does Bill Belichick need a conservatorship? Does he need to blink twice if he's in trouble? Something's going on because he's a 73-year-old man dating a 24-year-old woman. And this is literally on the heels of the Shannon Sharpe 56-year-old man with a 21, 22-year-old woman at the time. But the first thing is, this is getting weirder and weirder for North Carolina. And the question is, what are they going to do about it? Because now this seems to be a disruption. So the first thing that happened was North Carolina was supposed to be on the Hard Knocks show. And then apparently reports have come out that Jordon Hudson, his new girlfriend, that she has blocked those sorts of things. Black Sports Online came out with an article today, said that she has been linked to $9 million worth of real estate bought in short order in recent periods of time. At 24 years old and not having no real job like that prior to that was making that kind of money, you're like, okay, where the hell did she get this money from? She has also registered 18 companies associated with Bill Belichick. Trademark things, you know, like Chapel Bill and other things, trying to make money off of it and all this stuff. And now in Bill Belichick's book, which he went on CBS Sunday morning for it, I want to make sure I have the name right, The Art of Winning, Lessons from My Life in Football. He writes in there that she's his creative muse.
The other change for Belichick is 24-year-old Jordon Hudson, his creative muse, as he writes in his book.
You 73 years old, and I understand you can get a creative muse at any point in time in your life, but this right here seems a little bit odd. And the question that was posted on social media, and we'll show the clip too. She says, well, he's asked by the interviewer, says, okay, where did you guys meet? Where did you and Jordon meet? Oh, we're not answering that. We're not talking about that.
Jordon was a constant presence during our interview.
You have Jordon right over there. Everybody in the world seems to be following this relationship. They've got an opinion about your private life. It's got nothing to do with them, but they're invested in it. How do you deal with that?
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No.
Like what? It's an interview. So now you guys know here on the Unafraid Show, I interview people all the time, interview coaches. They have a general idea of what we're going to talk about, but they know that something coming around as well. I'm not trying to get you with the gotcha, but I want to get a chance to get something that other people don't get a chance to get. So now that clip goes viral. And then you have Bill Belichick releasing a statement, not just through his social media, not through a PR person, not anything like that, on the North Carolina website. And I'm going to read it to you. From the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, head coach Bill Belichick. I agreed to speak with CBS Sunday morning to promote my new book, The Art of Winning, Lessons from My Life in Football. Prior to the interview, I clearly communicated with my publicist at Simon & Schuster that any promotional interviews I participated in would agree to focus solely on the contents of the book. Unfortunately, that expectation was not honored during the interview. I was surprised when unrelated topics were introduced. Bro, you Bill Belichick. What do you think people are going to ask you about? Just North Carolina? Just the book? Well, the things that encompass the book, your lessons in football, are about the things in your life. Anyways, and after this occurred several times, Jordon, whom I share both a personal and professional relationship with, stepped in to reiterate that point to help refocus the discussion. She was not deflecting any specific question or topic, but simply doing her job to ensure the interview stayed on track. Some of the clips make it appear as though we were avoiding the question of how we met, but I've been open about the fact that Jordon and I met on a flight to Palm Beach in 2021. Wait, 2021? Wait, 2021? It's 2025 right now. That was 4 years ago. She's 24. She was 20 years old, Bill? Or 19? Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. When the final 8-minute segment does not reflect the productive 35-minute conversation that we had, this is getting weirder and weirder by the minute. And North Carolina has to somewhat be alarmed because you're like, who's running the ship at this point in time? Because there was also incidences at the spring practices and other things that have gone on with the media. And first of all, at 24 years old, how is she qualified to be determining what's going on and not? And the reality is trying to play this perfect PR game and not be authentic. That ain't gonna work. All that's going to do is get people to ask more questions. And the one thing I know about journalists and investigative journalists is, and don't F with cats type journalists too, the internet sleuths, they have no chill. The further you try to push them away and try to shut them out and try to tell them they don't know what they talking about and all of this, they're just gonna keep digging and digging. So this hole is going to get deeper and deeper for them, and more stuff is gonna come out. So then you might say, all right, maybe CBS, they didn't do what they said they were going to do. Well, CBS put out a statement. When we agreed to speak with Mr. Belichick, it was for a wide-ranging interview. There were no preconditions or limitations to the conversation. This was confirmed repeatedly with the publisher before the interview took place and after it was completed. From what we've seen of the interview, nothing about it looks like there was any attack, like that there was anything that is, trying to paint him in a negative light. You're just asking normal questions. And we've learned throughout history, anytime that you try to present yourself as perfect, it's never going to work. And the interviewer asked a question about being let go by the Patriots. That was a weird answer too. So, and there have been many, many times in life where old man gets with young woman, old lady gets with young man, and people's automatic thing is, all right, so what's really going on? Is this love because love always wins, or is this some sort of manipulation that's going on? And people close to Bill Belichick, they're not getting ready to say nothing about it. But there's a reason why there's a lot of smoke around this. We don't know what the reason is. But we have not heard people from around Bill Belichick saying, man, get the hell out of here with this. Man, if y'all don't stop, this is nonsense. So that means some people are probably concerned about what's going on. And North Carolina, at the end of the day, they paid Bill Belichick for one thing and one thing only: win football games. Win football games. So all of this can be muzzled, and shut up when football season starts. But until football season starts, questions are going to persist. Now, I've got to ask y'all, are y'all in on this? Are y'all in on this relationship? Because, of course, love wins and you can't say nothing about it. But when you think about the fact that he met her in 2021, he was 69 years old. She was somewhere between 19 and 20 at the time. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And now North Carolina, who one of your jobs, whether you are the starting quarterback or the head coach, do not embarrass the organization. Don't embarrass this. And the fact that they have to put out statements like this, this raises red flags, and there are obviously concerns about this. And we've never even seen Bill Belichick like this. He had on that navy shirt with the holes in it. It was like trying to be cool, but not playing into the hoodie thing. And he looked visibly uncomfortable. We're talking about a man who's done interviews like this many times. He did a whole thing with Nick Saban. They looked comfortable. They looked all this. He knows his way around the camera. He looks like a man who is scared to say things, but somebody else is sitting in the room. So we don't know why. You guys can leave it down in the comments what you think and if you are in on this or not.